Murder Between Neighbors. Right Club Mysteries. Written by Michelle Corbier. Narrated by Artemis Arthur. Prologue. The doorbell rang, interrupting Jared's workout. Inside the garage, which doubled as a gym, he hit the mute button on the television remote, grabbed a water bottle from the mini refrigerator, and headed for the front door. With a high-pitched squeal, the doorbell rang 2 more times as he entered the house. "Who is it?" he yelled, glancing through the peephole. Before opening the door, he chugged from the water bottle. "What the hell are you doing here?" he asked, entering the kitchen and tossing the empty bottle into the trash can. Silently, the front door closed as his guest followed him. In the kitchen, Jared swiped a beer bottle from the refrigerator. "Thirsty?" He shrugged when his guest declined. "Suit yourself." Following his guest into the living room, Jared asked, "Where are you going?" Stoically, his guest sat on the couch, facing the front door. "Make yourself comfortable," he smirked, collapsing onto a recliner adjacent to the couch. He belched. "If you came to beg—" "I never beg." He snickered. "If I remember correctly, a couple times I'm not here to discuss our past." "Then why are you here?" His polished veneers glistened. "Want some afternoon delight?" Flinching slightly, his guest said, "I came to give you an opportunity to do the right thing." After a chortle, Jared finished the beer. "Not likely." He glanced at the bottle before setting it aside. "Well?" He stretched his arms over his head and yawned. "Anything else?" "You should consider the bigger picture." "There's only one issue." While rubbing his belly, Jared frowned at the beer bottle positioned on a side table next to a lamp. "You drink too much." "Go to hell," Jared said, grimacing and massaging his chest. "You first." His guest rose, ambling around the living room and gradually standing beside a 6-foot Christmas tree next to the fireplace. "I bet you'll feel differently when—" Jared reached for the beer bottle, but only managed to knock it over. He crumpled to the floor, clutching his gut. "Something's wrong with that beer." "Oh." Swiftly, his guest retrieved the beer bottle from the floor and read the label. "It's bad." Jared belched and covered his mouth. "I'm gonna be sick." Suddenly, he rushed up and sprinted down a short hallway leading toward the guest bedrooms and into a bathroom. He dropped to his knees and vomited into the toilet. 10 minutes elapsed. Jared remained curled in a fetal position on the bathroom floor. Noise from opening cabinets made him glance up. A minute later, his guest appeared in the doorway. With a dour face, his guest said, "Poor thing. I told you alcohol would kill you." Sweat dripped down Jared's face and neck. His heart raced, pounding like a jackhammer in his chest. "Call 911. My stomach is about to explode." Instead, his guest pivoted and left the bathroom. Dry heaving, Jared summoned his waning strength and army crawled down the hall into the living room. "What are you doing?" From the floor, Jared watched as his visitor searched the cabinets beside the oversized television on the far wall over the fireplace. "You won't find them," he said, slurring his words. His guest continued searching, eventually removing a brick at the base of the fireplace. From the concealed cavity, his guest removed a VHS tape. Grinning, they held up the tape. "This? How did you—" Jared used the arm of the recliner to push himself up off the floor, but gradually slumped back to the ground. Rolling over, his spine arched and his limbs convulsed. Spittle and foam dribbled from his mouth. Giving Jared a mere glance, the visitor stepped over his seizing body and placed the open beer bottle beside his clenched hand. At the front door, they peeked around the neighborhood. Finding the cul-de-sac empty, they hurried outside and down the street. In the midday sunlight, deflated, festive blow-up characters littered the surrounding yards with their outdoor holiday lights off. Christmas might have been 2 weeks away, but it had come early for at least one person.